All right, how's it going, guys? Live again for another stream. Toxic and Chops were in here in the chat for like the last half an hour. I guess actually I wanted to when you guys were talking about I forget who it was who asked the other um whichever it was, when you guys asked what the other one's favorite March to October was. So I thought once I came on and was actually live, I would say I still think that my favorite one that I made was all the way back on MLB The Show 20. But like at the end of the game cycle, like it was already 2021 when I started it. It was the Rangers March to October. And I think the only reason for that is because of like everything around it. Like I just got my new equipment. Like I just got my mic, I just got my capture card, so I wasn't doing it off of the internal PlayStation 4 capture stuff. So it was like my first videos where I was like actually feeling like I was doing something right. And then like on top of that, the series itself was pretty exciting because I took a bad team, turned it into a good team, had a good season, and the run through the playoffs was maybe one of the most tense, I guess, for multiple reasons, because like the actual game itself was tense, like all the games were tense. And then also it was kind of like me racing against the clock because I was trying to finish the series before what would have been 21, MLB 21, because it was like right about to come out and I was trying to fit in the end of this series before it came out. And it just like, there was so much like stress that went into it with how the playoffs were going and also trying to finish up the series on time. And then like when it was actually done, it was like, oh. But yeah, I think that one was just my favorite. I mean, obviously I've enjoyed my my multi-year ones. I'm enjoying the current one a lot actually with the White Sox. But yeah, just figured I'd give my 2 cents since you guys were talking about it. But yeah, we're planning on finishing the regular season today in the Cubs March to October. So I guess I may as well head on over to that screen just so you guys can know where we're at. I also always forget to turn the music down a little bit after I actually start talking, but yeah, so I plan on trying at least to finish the regular season today. We're a little over 50 games away, so that would probably mean I'm going to be on a little bit longer than normal. Normally I'm on for 2.5-ish hours. Wouldn't be surprised if today we go past 3. But, what was I going to say? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, that's it. So we don't have any more trades that we'll have to think about because the trade deadline's passed. We've also already had 2 pitcher fast tracks, and those take forever, and I doubt we get a third. So we shouldn't have to deal with that. We shouldn't have to deal, or we won't have to deal with thinking through any trades. So from this point on in the season, it's pretty much just a straight shot till the end. So that's why I'm thinking I should be able to fit in, the next 50 games in this stream. We'll see where we're at around the, probably 135-ish game mark. Like if it's been going long and we've already been streaming for a couple hours and we're only halfway to the end, I'll probably cut it down into 2. But if we're going at a good pace, we'll just power all the way through. It's just gonna... It might be rough on my end because it's a little warmer today, and I can see my room getting pretty hot by the end, but, we power through. It's also kind of, like, this is my first stream since starting my new channel, and I feel like now that I've actually been working on those videos and, like, having to make the slight edits to turn it into videos, now I have to, like, stream in mind of trying to make it into videos, so I almost feel like there needs to be a starting point of saying, like, this is when the video's starting. So yeah, I don't know. Would I ever post or stream BR? Would love to see me go 10-0. I did stream BR once this year, and it was fun. I'd do it again. That's the kind of thing where I need to get myself onto a schedule, which actually that was another thing I wanted to say. I really think that this like 4 p.m. start time, I think this is what I want to make my like regular time to stream. If I can get myself in the rhythm of starting a stream around 4 and stream, a couple hours until 7-ish, that would probably be ideal. So yeah, hopefully I can fall into that sort of a pattern, and then 4 o'clock could be like the time that you guys can expect JK Perfect 10s going live. But since we were talking about BR, my point was, once I actually get into that rhythm and I'm streaming, most days, maybe every day, then I can actually do more different things. Because it's not like, I haven't streamed at all in a week. I should do the next episode of the March to October. Yeah, I think I'm ready to go here. I don't think there was anything else that I really wanted to say, so we're ready to start. So like I said, I kind of feel like I need like a starting point for the video portion on the other channel. So I guess this will be what that is. So we have the Chicago Cubs at 111 games through the season. We're winning the NL Central here, 5.5 games up over the Cardinals, who we've been battling all season. 67-44 record is where we're at. Team still ranked 12th overall. I don't know if we actually improved our ranking. Like, the trade deadline is passed, and I don't think our ranking changed. We might have even started at... Well, actually, now I don't know what we started at. I don't know. Either way, our ranking hasn't changed much. Or you'd love to see me play with... it's doing that thing where it's cutting off. Oh, your friend Kyle, or some other MLB YouTubers. I'm just as good as them. So first of all, I'm not just as good as Kyle. Kyle's ridiculous. I don't watch his stuff all that much, but I think he's still like ridiculous at this game. But I'm still not at the point where I can just say like, oh, Kyle, what's up, man? You have 300,000 subscribers. I have like 2.2K. You want to collab? I get 200 views per video. You get like a couple tens of thousands. I will say there is one video on the channel. It's actually kind of crazy that you specifically say Kyle. There's one video on the channel where I did play against Kyle. It wasn't planned. It was way back MLB 19 when I was playing in the esports tournament, and I just happened to match up with Kyle. That was a really good game. It's probably better from his perspective. If you go on his channel and type in like probably just like MLB 19 Fall Cup or something, and if it says day 6, that would have been the day. Just because at that point I wasn't making good videos, so you'd probably rather watch it on his end. But yeah, I played Kyle. So anyway, back to the Cubs. Did I win? Well, I don't want to spoil it just in case you want to watch, because it was a really good game. Like, it was an exciting game. So yeah, we have a matchup against the Cardinals, who we're trying to stay out in front of here to start things off. But I do always kind of feel like when we have a new episode of this March to October, I kind of need to go over what the team's looking like. So the offense, just as good as ever. I mean, we just kind of look surface level at these stats, and all these dudes are putting up numbers, man. Like, the top 7 in the order are really strong. Then you get to Yan Gomes. He's actually not having a terrible year numbers-wise, but he's been hit by regression. He is down to a 63 overall. I'm still not sure if I want to commit to starting Miguel Amaya, just because he hasn't been doing good when he plays. But as Yan Gomes continues to regress, we might have to look into that as a possibility. And now that the trade deadline's passed, we can't make any trades. And then PCA, he's actually doing pretty solid at the plate too, when I wasn't 100% sure if he would. But look at that, 4 triples. Love to see me mess teams up, but St. Louis is your team. Gonna have to take the L here. No, I won't. I won't be doing that today. So just quick, yeah, our pitching too. Our pitching's actually gotten a little bit better, I think. Like, we've gotten a little bit more on track. Justin Steele's starting to put up some better numbers. Kyle Hendricks is pitching just as good as he has all year. And then these dudes, you know, these aren't that great of numbers, but all the ERAs are under 5. That's kind of all you can ask for with lower rated pitchers. Bullpen still struggles in places, but we've made most of our upgrades to the bullpen. We've added Sean Armstrong, Danny Coulomb, Shelby Miller, and then the big trade at the end of the last episode, Devin Williams. 85 overall from the Brewers in division trade. We got him, and he's going to be our new closer. So hopefully he doesn't stink. Did I see Acuna drop that routine fly ball? Oh man, I just noticed my on-screen chat display, and I thought I changed it up a little bit before I started the stream, and I thought it looked better, and now I'm looking at it, and I don't think it looks better. So let me just we did this last episode too. You guys are my tech support. I'm just going to very quick, try and make a change here, because I think I know what's making it not look as good. Alright, let's try that. That should be better. Alright, Acuna, did I see him drop a routine fly ball? I didn't. It doesn't sound good, though. It doesn't sound like a good one. You saw that Hendricks is getting the bullpen boot in real life? Really? I actually, I remember I went to a game, like, live, and I saw his first bullpen appearance. I don't remember why. I don't remember why he came out of the bullpen, but it was Cubs Brewers in, like, 2017, maybe? And he just randomly came out of the bullpen for the first time in his career. St. Louis swept the O's. First time they've been swept since May of 22. Do you have it the other way around? I thought it was St. Louis got swept for the first time in that long. Or maybe I just had it wrong. I don't know. So I don't think we have anything left to talk about, unless we want to look at league leaders at some point. I don't know. We might hold off on that for a bit, because I want to actually get into some gameplay. St. Louis took all 3, so maybe I just had it wrong. Maybe I saw the stat wrong. Maybe it was the Orioles hadn't been swept. Or I guess that's what you just told me, is that it was the Orioles that haven't been swept since then. All right, we have a game here against the Cardinals, 7-6, 7th inning. We just got to hold the lead. We are obviously in the bullpen, having given up 6 runs. It's going to be a bullpen game from here on out, but it's no different than being up, 1-0, like those kind of moments. And I'm going to try and be on top of this more, move myself down to where I'm supposed to be. All right. Shelby Miller has 4 pitches. Did it say... I could have sworn it said he pitched a full inning. So he had a 4-pitch inning? Wow, okay. Hendricks, though, did not have a good... I just talked about how he's been pitching good all year, and now he has an outing giving up 6 runs in 5 innings. Miguel Amaya, though, I also just said he wasn't doing good enough to put him in the lineup, and he has a multi-home run game. 3 for 3 with 5 driven in. All right, well, I guess we have to reevaluate multiple things. And is it just me, or does the music sound a little bit louder than usual right now? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm going to leave Miller in, though, because he, barely had to use up any of his energy. Okay, let's actually hit our spots on the fastballs. This is my first MLB The Show action of the day, though, so that's always rough. They're just proving me wrong. I guess they heard what I said. Game loves to prove me wrong. Okay, come on, man. Come on. I don't know if I've had a perfect pitch release yet. I still haven't. What is going on? There we go, and it's just another foul ball. Oh, this is a great way to start the day. Okay, this is fun. Oh my God, didn't we just have an at-bat like this? It was like near the very end of the last stream, I'm pretty sure. We had like a 13 pitch at bat or something. Dude, what's happening? Okay, we just had to dot him up perfectly. Jeez. I mean, Miller gets through his first inning on 4 pitches and then takes 11 to get 1 out in the next inning. I should, you know what? I was so confident. Oh, there we go. There's a 1 pitch out. I was going to say I was so confident Miller was going to be able to get us through this inning, I didn't even bother looking at the bullpen. Better make sure we have some arms warmed up. We got Hector and Adbert. You know, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the second game of the series.
I was honestly very excited to stream today. Like more than usual when I go to stream. So that has to be a good sign, right? Hopefully that means I can actually get myself streaming more and more. And there we go. Rengifo at third. Forgot to mention that one. That was another trade we made last episode. He's over there at third base getting the job done. How do we feel about, I know they're a couple years old now, how do we feel about these Cubs City Connects? I know every once in a while we talk about some City Connect jerseys and whether or not they look good, but this was part of that first batch. I don't know why I didn't swing at that. What time would I guess the stream is going to end today? Man, I have no idea. It all depends on how much of the season we can get into. I'd love to finish the season today. So, I'm guessing 3-ish hours. Maybe a little bit more. Or less if we end up moving through the season slower. Toxic loves the Cubs jerseys. Chop says they're not the worst. So we've got a couple different opinions here. And Toxic after 8, I don't know, we might not be in the same time zone. So I'm Central, so when I say 7, if you're Eastern, that might mean 8 for you. But yeah, I'm guessing after 7, my time. Hopefully not too far after 7. But I'm guessing we're going to push past 3 hours today.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. One down, base is empty. And it is 2-1. Pretty easy to give up on that pitch.
This dude's 44 pitches in. Didn't notice that. I wonder how much energy he has left. Oh, he's in the yellow. Okay, maybe we can do something against him. And then I didn't turn on the fastball. I guess that's kind of what happens when this is my first game of the day.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, Toxic, I know you already know, but give me the chance to remind you, if you do have to leave midstream and you miss a portion of it, these Cubs March to October streams are going up on the second channel as standalone videos. So if you ever miss something, you can check or you can catch up on it once it's uploaded over there. And also, even though now these streams on this channel are going to be unlisted once they're over, you can still access it. It should just be, if you go to my channel page and go to playlists, there should be a playlist just called like MLB 24 streams or something, and all the unlisted past streams will still be there in their entirety, so you can still watch them. I'm gonna take Miller out here. He still had a lot of energy, but we're gonna get a new look in. We're going Adbert here now that he's not the closer anymore. Maybe he'll do better in this role. He came in with not much confidence, though. I don't like that. Okay. His pinpoint's a little faster. There we go. Already got it down. That was still a pretty good pitch, I thought. Oh my god, these Cardinals, man. Is this, you know what? No, I don't like that. I don't like that pitch. Nolan Gorman and you share a birthday? I share a birthday with Oh my God, really? Really? That was such a good pitch. I made so many good pitches in that at bat. And then it's just... this better not be how this whole stream is going to go, because I'm going to get frustrated very quick. Okay, there we go. It doesn't even matter. That's going to... Well... Okay, yeah, it is going to be 2. You played Lego Star Wars 3 for 11 total hours today and yesterday. I think we talked about that before, right? You said that was your favorite, and I said I hadn't played it. Or I have played it. That's just I haven't played that one much. And it's been a long time. I feel like the little bit I have played of that game, though, it was like a really good Lego Star Wars game, and I want to get back and play it at some point. It's just never like on the top of my priority list. But hey, that's another thing for maybe the long-term future is you know, when I start playing some other games, branch out, start doing some playthroughs of non-sports games. Maybe some of those Lego games will make it onto the list. That's only going to be a single. Am I excited for the new Mad Max with Chris Hemsworth? I haven't actually watched any of those, but I know the... What was the... I don't know if it was a reboot or just kind of like revisiting the series, but from a couple years ago. I always heard that one was really good. So I should probably check into those. You feel like if you play Lego games, it's either you're extremely bored with the game or you're obsessed with the game. There's no in between. I always see them as just kind of like, you know, you don't really want to do anything too serious when you sit down to play. You just want to have some fun, and those games are a lot of fun. I remember before I even had played any Lego Star Wars game, and like I heard about what you could do in it, I thought it sounded like the coolest thing ever. Kind of like when you hear about or watch someone play Grand Theft Auto, and it's like, oh my God, this is the coolest concept for a game ever. You can get in any car, you can drive around any car. Amaya with another hit. I'm not going to send him. That was, yeah, he was way too shallow. That's a 4-for-4 day for Amaya, though. I really might have to consider starting him now. If he's going to play like this and Yan Gomes is going to keep regressing. We got bases loaded here, nobody out. We could do some damage. That's okay. Good job. That better drop. Okay. I'm only going to score 1, though. Station to station here, but we add on to our lead. You put so many hours into GTA 3, never beat it. See, those are other games. I want to go back and play the older Grand Theft Autos. Because I've only ever played 5. But I always hear, like, the 3 that came out all around the same time. What was it? 3, Vice City and San Andreas. I always hear people say those are like all-time classics. Oh my God, okay. We are on today. We are on our game today. 5 runs here in the 8th inning without recording it out. We're capping it off with an Ian Happ grand slam, and we're not even done yet. This is still a new inning. We still have nobody out this inning. Who said I was taking the L? It was you, right, Teen Dad? You said I was taking the L against St. Louis? What do you think now? But you also said that's who you are with Days Gone, one of the best games ever made and most underrated game. That and the 2015 Mad Max game. I know there was a lot of people that didn't like Days Gone, right? I don't know why, but I feel like my knowledge of that game is just people didn't like it, and then it was kind of one of those games that people came back around on, and then, you know, have a good opinion of. But I don't know anything about it other than it's like a zombie game and you got a motorcycle. Not always that big into zombie games. Like even Call of Duty Zombies is kind of like I'll play you know, one round, one game, and it's like, all right, that's enough zombies.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And a foul ball. Part of the order coming.
Ian Happ might be your favorite on the Cubs. I feel like he's pretty likable. He's like, well, I don't even know. I was gonna say he's like the only holdover left from the last core group of players, but I can't even remember if he was on the team yet for the World Series. I don't think he was.
And now 1-2.
1-2.
Well, I guess also I won't have to use Devin Williams now, will I? I was kind of looking forward to using him for the first time, and now we have a 6-run lead. So there's really no reason to.
The pitch.
Oh, God, okay. So they bring in the new guy, and he decides to carve me up. Sure. You think he was a rookie in 16 or 17? So if it was 16, then he would have been... Well, I don't know. He might not have been on the World Series roster, but he at least would have been on the team in the World Series year. I don't remember. I guess also Hendricks was there. I kind of forgot about him too. He's another holdover from that group.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Now just a cement mixer.
3 good MLB players went to your high school and your family knows them? That's cool. Are we going deep here? Wisdom? Oh yeah, we are. We're not done yet this inning. That was kind of a moonshot. Like, that went high up in the air. I want to see what the launch angle was on this. Or where does it show me? That's his 34th of the year. Patrick Wisdom is on one this year. 42-degree launch angle. Wow.
First pitch misses.
Hendricks, Lester, Lackey, Arrieta pitching was loaded. It was. It definitely was. And not to mention the lineup. I mean, that Cubs lineup was something special too. It's kind of crazy how so many of them didn't pan out past that year, but like that one year specifically, it was just like the whole roster up and down. There was no easy out. Henry Davis went to your current high school. He was the #1 pick a couple years ago, right?
2 down, nobody on. Just misses.
Your job sponsor is Patrick Wisdom. Well, they're doing it right if he's going to put up 34 home runs for me. Are we still going Nico Horner with the base hit? We might never finish this game. We might not finish the regular season because we're never going to finish this game. I might just score, 20 runs. 6-18 final score. I mean, I still got some work to do.
That misses. Ball 1.
Dexter Fowler was an all-star for sure. You loved him as a Cub. I just remember the whole like surprise thing that nobody thought he was coming back, and then all of a sudden he just kind of showed up at spring training. It was like, here I am. And everybody was all happy.
Hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down. That's down and in. A slider missed.
He was so bad as a Cardinal. Yeah, I didn't really follow afterward. I just know he kind of fell off. Oh, no, I ruined it. That was such a good pitch, too. I forget what the count was. Maybe I shouldn't have been swinging at that. I think we did enough that inning, though. I think we put up enough runs. Anthony Rizzo is your favorite Cub from 2016, but that's because you're a Yankees fan? That would make sense, then. I guess we just stick with Adbert here. No need to burn a different arm. There goes 18-6. I mean, you did make that prediction with 2 outs already, so there wasn't a ton of leeway. There we go. 2 to go after this. We're going to get that nice extra fireball for a blowout here, I'm sure.
And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Carpenter stands in now and watches strike 1.
Why do I feel like, Blake, ever since you wrote that, I was trying to think of who. Was there another Cub from that 2016 World Series team that made their way over to the Yankees? Like, I just kind of felt like there was, but then I couldn't think of who, so maybe there wasn't.
Bases empty, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. That one misses.
Okay, still with the patience here. Schwarber's been your fave since called up. He was built like you back then, played for your team, wore your favorite number, hit nothing but dingers. Dude, Schwarber's awesome. Schwarber is just such a fun player. Like, he just a dude who goes up there, you know what he's looking for, you know what he's looking to do, and then he does it. I guess I don't know how he's doing this year, so I don't know. But yeah, he was always fun. I feel like for the Cubs, though, he wasn't quite as good as they were hoping. Who's going diamond next roster update? I'm not good at keeping up with that. I'm not good at predicting what SDS is going to do. I've been burned by that in the past, thinking, you know, someone specific was going to go diamond. It seemed obvious to me, and then it just didn't happen.
The 0-1. They're down to their final strike. He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think of Schwarber as a catcher. I wonder if he would have been any good if they, you know, actually stuck him with it. There we go. All right, nice pitch there to end it. Not another long AB from Tommy Edman. That's a nice game there. And we bail Kyle Hendricks out too. 5 innings, 6 runs allowed, and he walks away with his 15th win of the season. 3 more fireballs. We, you know, took down the team that we're trying to fend off for the division. Everything went so well there. Schwarber's at 9 home runs currently. I guess the key for him is always, like, is he hitting enough home runs to make up for what's probably like a batting average in the 220s? Maybe even lower. I don't think Schwarber ever used to be a pinch hitter, or a switch hitter, a pinch hitter. God. I don't know. I don't have any memory of seeing Schwarber step up from the right side, so, but that's just me. All right, what do we got here? All right, we win the next couple games of the series. Ooh, are we going to get to play the Sox? Not yet, because we have, oh, okay, no, this is good. A call-up opportunity, and Nick Madrigal's one of them. Oh man, I forgot to mention that at the beginning of this. Okay, we'll have to get back to that here. But I'm probably going to want to call up Madrigal, I would assume. Well, over who, though? Actually. Over Bush, maybe? I mean, Bush has been good, so I don't know. Man, I kind of thought I was going to automatically call Madrigal up, but now I'm not so sure. I mean, we have pretty much every position we need off the bench covered. Imagine if it was all pitchers. Thankfully not. We've seen enough of them this year. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I would do it over Bush, but, like, Bush has been so good. And I know he doesn't start anymore, so it's not like his bat is super valuable, but it's not like Madrigal would start either. Alcantara is kind of like our only primary backup outfielder. Rengifo can do it all, and then Bush can play the infield and left. You were so hyped for Nick because you love contact hitters, and he's been such a huge letdown. Dude, I loved him on the White Sox. I was so upset when they got rid of him. That whole trade, that whole sequence of trades was so unfortunate for like every single team. The Sox and the Cubs, Sox giving away Madrigal, he was bad for the Cubs. Sox getting Craig Kimbrell, he was bad for the Sox. And then, what was it? The Sox then traded Kimbrell for A.J. Pollock to the Dodgers, and then both those dudes weren't any good for the teams they went to. If everyone would have just stuck with who they had, they were playing good on their teams. I don't know what I want to do here. I'm just kind of stalling, because, like, I don't know. I mean, we can't just assume that I'm going to get an attribute increase, because I don't do that. Like, I'm not good at position player locks. So we gotta assume he would be at a 71. He was also playing good too when he was up on the big league. So like, I don't know. I'm kind of almost leaning towards not doing anything now. Cause yeah, Bush is good. They're pretty much the same overall. He's been a nice bat, has some power. I might not do anything here, guys. I might not. What are we thinking? Did I miss anything? No, not really. Nobody's got an opinion. I guess that means you don't really care if I bring Madrigal up. So I don't know if I will. I don't think I will, as much as I would like to. You saw the White Sox play in real life a few days ago. Was it one of the bad ones? Don't fix something that's broke. Nick is solid. You'd call up Madrigal? Yeah, I assume that's what you meant, Teen Dad. I don't see the benefit. I don't think I'm going to do it. It was a bad game for them against the Yankees. Yeah, okay. I think all those were bad games. I'm going to leave Madrigal down in the minors. It doesn't make sense to me. And we do get to play the White Sox. All right. So we get the crosstown matchup here that we got to see in the White Sox March to October, but that was in the World Series. This one, I don't think this matchup's going to happen in the World Series, but you know what? Where are the White Sox at? I went way past them. Oh, they're having a great year. No, they're doing fine. Still 30th ranked, 36 and 81. But hey, a 2-game winning streak, so we got to watch out. It was the game Carlos Rodon faced them. Yeah, I don't remember specifically that one. I don't know. I haven't been watching the White Sox as much as I have the last couple of years, and I think it's obvious why. All right, so we have. Let's go for it. Let's go in here, man. We have bases loaded against Davy Garcia, and there's only there's 2 outs. I thought there was only 1, but there's 2 outs, so we kind of have to do something right now. It's Ian Happ up though. We just hit the grand slam with him, so. Ooh, but the wind's blowing in. That's not good. We have a homer from Christopher Morel, 27 on the year for him. And we have Cam Sanders pitching. Looks like he's still going, too. 3 caught stealings, though. What are we doing? We don't need to be caught that much. They made a mistake losing a lot of their good players, but were they even good? Like, it's just such a letdown. Trevor Bauer signed with a Mexican team, and dude is gross. Need him back in the MLB. I mean, you know, there's a couple ways you can take that saying dude is gross. So, I don't know. I don't really care either way. Dude, I thought that was going to be called another strike. Did I forget a pitch? I don't remember that first pitch. Oh, we got it. Oh, no, I was too early. Oh. Oh, no. Look at that pitch. Look at where that was. That has to be another grand slam. That, please stay fair. Don't. Okay. All right. It's all good. You know, I would have been fine if you let that hit you, Hap.
You cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Okay, that was a little early on that one. We're going to do something here. I'm dialing it in. Dialed that one in. God, dude. That was such a tough... Like, that's such a good spot. What am I supposed to do? If I would have swung, I would have just broken my bat and popped up. Cam Sanders is staying in this game. He's got a lot of energy left.
Swings through that one for strike 1. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
You think the managing staff for the Sox let them down? Yeah. I mean, that's... I feel like everything, though, for the White Sox was a letdown. Like the players themselves not developing, the people in charge of player development, the manager, La Russa, the general manager, the president, the owner, everything. Every aspect of the team. You just started watching me a few weeks ago. Watched my whole Washington March to October back-to-back. Wow. That is quite a bit to watch back-to-back. I hope you're okay. Glad you enjoyed it, though. Hopefully you enjoy the stream.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right. Fletcher up to the plate for the third time as he looks at one down low.
Okay, that's foul. We're good. We're good. I'm kind of zoning out this game. I forgot a pitch that happened in that first at-bat with Happ. I already forget how the first 2 outs happened this inning. Like, I thought we only had 1. I need to lock it in, man. I can't take the White Sox too lightly. That's when something will go wrong. But there we go. Cam Sanders has us. You've been watching me since 21. I think I had like 800 subs. Yeah, I don't remember what I would have been at around that time, but that sounds about right. Thanks for sticking around for so long, though. Putting up with me. Hopefully it wasn't a letdown when I finally turned the camera on.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 3. Ball 1 there. Garcia.
You think you found me late 20 or early 21? So that would have been right around the time, like I was talking about earlier, of that Rangers March to October. Still pretty rough at that point, I feel like. Still figuring things out. Okay, 3-0 count. Awesome videos. Your English, so just got in to MLB. Yeah, I wasn't swinging anyway, 3-0 count. You're a Brewers fan somehow. Is there the first team you played in March to October? Nice. I spent a long time as a Brewers fan. Kind of migrated back to the White Sox just because they're easier to watch for me. And they were exciting, at least for a bit. But the Brewers, I'd still consider my number 2 team. Started watching me like 10-ish episodes into the Nationals, March to October. That actually makes me want to ask a question that I'm always kind of curious about when somebody finds my March to Octobers like into it. Do you watch the new episode and then like go back, or do you just start watching from that point on? Because I always wonder, like, especially when it gets later, like if I'm 50-something episodes in and somebody new discovers it, like, do you just watch from that point, or do you want to like go back and binge the whole thing? It wasn't a letdown, but unexpected. White Sox had a good 2021. And that's the thing. It could have even been better, too. They had so many injuries still that year, like they always have. If, you know, those guys just don't get hurt. I mean, you never know. Could have been a 100-win team. And then what would they be now? You go back and start watching from the beginning. I mean, that's cool. That's cool for me. It's always kind of, I don't know, it's tough to kind of like think of the numbers as the views as being like people actually watching stuff. But like when you think of actually like a person sitting down, discovering a video and being like, man, I got to go back and watch this whole thing. It's cool.
You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
I feel like, oh, they're going home. No, they're not. Look at Moncada over there. Brain working overtime. What was I going to say, though? I feel like Pack Attack isn't quite the same way. Just based on the numbers I see, I feel like people, if they discover it throughout, it's more just like a watch from that point on rather than go back and watch from the start. Field of Dreams was entertaining. I've been a Yankees fan your whole life. See, the sad part is that Field of Dreams game was like the peak of the White Sox like rebuild into competitiveness. Like it never got better than that, which is a terrible thing to say when it's a team that was supposed to have World Series expectations at some point, but that was literally the peak. Ever thought of Road to the Show? You never really played that game mode. I've thought of streaming it. Again, that's another thing. If I can nail down a streaming schedule and like have any sort of consistency of when I stream and streaming more, that'd be something I'd be interested in doing for a series. Just some live Road to the Show. Oh, see, Moncada had a brain fart earlier, and then he turns that into a double play. Ridiculous. I mean, we're good. We put up 2 more runs. We've got a 3-run lead now. Cam Sanders is shutting it down. Used to be a diehard Tim Anderson fan, and he fell so hard. Oh my God, dude! I don't even know where to begin with him. I don't even know what happened. You live in Ohio, but for some reason, your mom got you hooked on the Cubs early. The Cubs are always like a popular team. No matter where you are, even when they were bad for so long, it's just like, you know, it's kind of like you got the Yankees, maybe the Red Sox, and then the Cubs are like right there too. Just a team that like everyone knows, and it's like, oh, I'll just watch the Cubs, I guess. Dodgers, forgot them too. They're definitely part of that list, maybe above the Red Sox. When he hit that walk-off in the Field of Dreams game, you thought he was going to be the next cool player. I mean, he already was at that point. He already was a cool player. And then, you know, that point on a national stage, just going back to that moment, it was like, I felt like, okay, this is where everyone realizes the White Sox are here. Because they'd been having a good year, but it still didn't really feel like everyone was like, oh, you know, watch out for the White Sox. And then that game happened with that ending, and it was like, all right, now everybody knows the Sox are here. And then they were there for 2 more months, and that was it.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of 2 in the series.
Dude, Cam Sanders is just... he's untouchable right now. You always like Eloy the most, probably because you hit good with him in DD. Eloy was fun too. I mean, everybody on the team back when they were good were so fun. Eloy has such a personality that he's so easy to like if he didn't get hurt so much. And I know the injuries aren't on him, or they're not all on him. Like, you can't really get frustrated with the person for getting hurt, but it just kind of like, it derails it, you know? Like, you're like, oh, Eloy, I can't wait to watch him play. Oh, he's out for the next couple weeks. You feel like in recent memory, the Cubs really haven't had any bad years after they sold the team in 21. Feels like they just went ahead and signed big players. I mean, that's kind of what they did. I don't really remember 22. I don't think they were all that good, but I don't think they were like ridiculously bad either. It does, though. It kind of just felt like they went from one era right into the next one. Ooh, that was hit way harder than I thought it would have for being late on that. Can we add more? I mean, if I add any more, we won't get to see Devin Williams again. I don't know if we'd see Williams anyway. I might just leave Cam Sanders in to finish this. Yan Gomes? Nope, I'm too far under that. That's another point for Miguel Amaya there. Got a hit with him, but not Yan Gomes. You saw the Yankees coming. Wait. You saw the Yankees coming, hey, the Cubs in 2022. I feel like there's something there that I'm not getting. Oh, crush the Cubs. Okay. I think the only time I've ever seen the Yankees play in person was like back in the Jeter A-Rod days. I was really young, and they were playing against the White Sox, and I saw, or no, that's not true. I think I saw them then, and then I saw them play the Sox again like a year or two later. But it's still been, 15 plus years since I've seen the Yankees in person. You've seen the Cubs once and they lost to the Indians, so it had to have been at least, 3 years ago? Or more. Is Dylan Cease on the game yet? Seems like a potential superstar. So he's... If you watch my my White Sox March to October, I started that right before he was traded to the Padres, so he's still on the White Sox for that. He might actually still be on the White Sox in this roster too, in this March to October. But yeah, I mean, he's in the game if that's what you're asking. He just went Diamond too in Diamond Dynasty, so highest tier, I guess. Dude, Cam Sanders is going to finish this game so easy. I mean, look at that. I'm missing fastballs right down the middle, and it's just a one pitch out. You weren't alive for the Jeter prime? I mean, I don't know if I was either, or I was really young, because I would consider the Jeter prime like late 90s, early 2000s. So I definitely wasn't aware of what was going on. But I'm talking like 2008-ish was probably when I saw him in person. There we go. Fastball right there for him, and he's letting it go. Cam Sanders with the complete game. We add on a couple runs of our own. I'm playing pretty good today, guys. Things are going pretty well. Another couple momentum fireballs. Lester started back when he was good. Oh, you meant Paul Skeens. Okay. I was going to say, I would hope that you would assume Dylan Cease is in the game, but I wasn't sure. Paul Skeens, though, I think they did... Well, he's been in Diamond Dynasty. I guess I don't know about the offline rosters, but I would assume he was in the Pirates organization in the offline rosters. I don't know what his overall is, though, because I know in Diamond Dynasty on like his base live series card, he was only like a bronze, like a 72 or something. So I don't know what he'd be offline. A Dansby player lock. Okay. Get another chance to succeed in a hitter player lock. I've succeeded in a couple here with the Cubs this year. What's Dansby doing on the year? Here, let me move myself so I'm not blocking the stats. He's got 17 bombs, 30 doubles, 263 average. I mean, he's playing better than he was last year. And a lot of people would have considered 2023 a good year for him on the Cubs. So, guess that means this year's even better. Oh, his potential went up to an A. I didn't even notice that. I don't know how much that matters, already being a high 80s, 30 years old. But sure, why not? It was really cool to be able to watch the Cubs and Skeens debut all in one. Don't always get Cubs games in Ohio. And then he pitched again against them in his next start, right? I think. That was the one where he took a no-hitter or something through like 6 innings. All right, so player lock, Dansby Swanson against Cleveland. Let's go for it. I don't have anything else to say. Tristan McKenzie on the mound. I feel like he's usually relatively easy to hit. So, just kind of fastball curve, really.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Just have to deal with that high left field wall, though.
That's a little bit low. They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated. And misses inside. Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
And we already have a 3-0 lead. I didn't even notice that. We might not see McKenzie too many times. Oh, really? On a 3-0? I mean, of course I'm not going to swing at that, but really, you got to steal a strike like that? And then I missed that. Oh, dude. Toxic, you came back right as I miss a fastball right down the middle after you were talking about me being on a streak of not hitting fastballs right down the middle. Maybe it's you. You love watching sports at work? Man, I remember I wasn't always somebody who, like, during school or during class would do other stuff, like watch stuff or, you know, that sort of thing. But it was 2019, I think it would have been, either that or 2018, when the Cubs and Brewers played in a game 163 for who would win the division. I was watching that game because it was a day game during one of my classes. So I had that on my laptop during the class. And that was exciting, exhilarating.
Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. Here's Brian Urquillo.
Dude, I had in my Sox March to October, I had like a special play at shortstop. I think it was with Colson Montgomery. I'd never seen it before. I mean, I don't do too many player lock fielding stuff, but I still would have thought in the few times I player lock with hitters on this game and then play the field, I would have seen it, but it was kind of cool. Okay, this is not going well. I really thought it was going to go well. That's going to be an error. It's not going to be a hit. It's not going to help us if it's not a hit. Yep. Oh, you've been here just not talking, too focused on Lego Star Wars?
Runner at first. And next for the Cubs, Christopher Morel. And he'll shoot.
Ooh. Oh, I thought he hit that way better. He came in on that. I was expecting that to be like threatening to leave.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open and
Grinding the mini kits. Have you 100%ed it before? Are you just doing it again, or are you like about to get it for the first time? Okay, that's going to be a nice double play. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not, and I was running, man. We're in at third. That's a huge play. That is an inning-ending double play turning into runners on the corners with one out. I mean, even though it's a player lock, we still have to win the game to get momentum. And that's not going to be a sac fly. No, you're at like 60%. So you haven't 100%ed it in the past? Oh, you got it to high 90s on your Wii, but never finished it. And Chops, you 100%ed Lego Batman. I've never 100%ed a Lego game. My brother has. He's done Lego Star Wars Complete Saga and then the new one, the Skywalker Saga. I just realized when I say the first one, I say Complete Saga, but then Skywalker Saga. Interesting. You 100%ed Lego Ninjago? That's something I know absolutely nothing about. Is that going to drop? Oh my god, are you kidding me? What even was that play? What was that? Nobody's making that play. Dude just dove on a blooper going backwards. He had his glove turned the wrong way, so it had to go through his thumb. Okay, that makes sense now. You did it in like two days because it was so short. You platinumed the Lego Ninja game? Man, I love platinuming games. I think I have maybe like 10 platinums. None of them are too impressive. They're past MLB The Shows and then like the Spider-Man games, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I gotta hit that pitch. It's just a pitch you can't miss.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
All right, that's a nice 0 for 4 for Dansby. Back to not doing anything in hitter player locks. And we lost. You also 100%ed Lego Avengers. You forgot about that. Actually, I think my brother also 100%ed not Lego Avengers, but Lego Marvel. I think that was just what it was called. Just Lego Marvel. Getting platinum on Black Ops 1 was horrible for you. That was that one required you to play through on like the toughest difficulty, right? I could never. Come on, don't sim all this time here with no momentum. What are we doing? I don't know. That wasn't too bad. I think we split there. Yeah, we're still 8 games up in the division. Plenty of leeway here. I'm feeling good about the division. You have all the Spider-Man ones and a few Assassin's Creed games. You platinumed AC Valhalla and that killed your soul. You were out for like 6 months during COVID. Man, I wish I would have given myself some more time. I played Valhalla for a week before one of the recent MLBs came out. I think it was MLB 22. And I meant to play it for like months. I was like, man, I got this game. I bought it. I should play it. And I should play it before the new MLB comes out because I know when it comes out, I'm not going to play it. And I didn't start playing it until a week before. And then I got so into it and I was so upset that I didn't play it anymore after MLB came out. And I haven't played it since. But it was so fun. That's one I have to get back to. We all did a lot of gaming during COVID. You even picked up Guitar Hero again. Man, those are fun games. Teen Dad, I'll see you when you get back, if you're coming back. I gotta use the bathroom real quick, guys, so I'll be right back. I don't know. I've never taken a bathroom break during the stream. Should I like turn my camera off? Would it be weird to like watch me walk away towards the bathroom and then come back? You know what? Let's do that. Where's even my thing? There we go. Just a little self-conscious here, I guess. All right, we're back. We're back. There we go. There we are. All right. Hang on here. My screen's looking all weird. I don't know. Whatever. We're good. Valhalla becomes very repetitive. Maybe I just didn't get to that part yet because I was still like blown away with the game. You only played the third Assassin's Creed, but you never finished it. See, that's also the thing is I went back. It wasn't until after I think the third one came out before I played any of them. But I played the first one, the second one. I thought those were two of the most fun games I've ever played. And then it was, I always forget the order. You had like Assassin's Creed 2, and then was it Brotherhood? And then Revelations. I only made it like halfway through Brotherhood. So I got to go back and play those. Another option to do in the future once I've branched out to playing some other games. Maybe go back and play through at least like the original story arc of Assassin's Creed. Might be able to finish Lego Star Wars 3 before June. Giving yourself about a week. You don't have any Assassin's Creed games, but they look so fun you want one. I mean, those early ones were a good time. Even if I was a little late to it. I only played, about 20 hours-ish of Valhalla, and that's all my experience on the newish ones. You've been playing Borderlands 2 since release? Crazy how that works. See, I always get all the Borderlands games confused. They all feel pretty similar to me, and I've never played them like enough to get super into it. Probably won't get any Assassin's Creed games soon, though, because you're trying to get a next-gen console so you can get College Football 25. So that's only next-gen? I didn't know that. I mean, I guess it would make sense. The original 3 AC games are the best, you'd say. Lots of them have been remastered now, too. That's true. That's true. I could play the remasters. Red Dead 2 you're playing at the moment? Oh, gotta love some Red Dead 2. All right, so what do we have going on here in this next game? We're down a run against the Tigers. We have 2 on, 1 out. We should be able to pull off the comeback here. So let's go ahead. Let's pull off the comeback here. Why not? Bellinger's up. Speed on second. Tyler Holton out there, so it's a lefty-lefty matchup. You're hoping to get the console for your birthday? Well, here's hoping. Which one do you want? Are you looking for a PS5 or a Xbox Series whatever? Rainy game, too. I should have checked and seen what this guy throws. All right, well, we know he throws a slowish circle change. Also wanted to see what we're doing so far to this point, though. Where are we at? Ian Happ a double, drove in 2, or drove in both, I guess. Seiya Suzuki with a double. Pete Crow Armstrong only with his 3rd steal. You would think with all of his speed he'd have more. Hendricks with an okay start, quality start, I guess, technically. Xbox Series S is what you're looking for? That's what my brother has. It seems fine. I know everybody always says, like, oh, it's not powerful enough, but he doesn't seem to have an issue with it. Oh, and Chops, you're looking for PS5. Used to be Xbox, but then all your friends switched. I've always been a PlayStation guy. I don't really know why. I mean, I guess MLB The Show was a big part of that because it didn't always used to be on Xbox. It was only a PlayStation game. No, I gotta hit that. No, come on. PlayStation has better games in your opinion. Last of Us is amazing. See, that is the one tough part, is it's not just which console do you prefer, but the console exclusives. Your friends either just have Xbox or both. I mean, it helps that okay, I thought that was going to break back over the plate. But it helps that a lot of games are going cross-platform now. Because back before that would happen, that was kind of difficult. Is if you had like some friends with an Xbox, some friends with a PlayStation, it's like you could only play with one group of friends. I know not every game's cross-platform, but it definitely seems like that's where the majority are headed. 110 off the bat foul. Got to get around on that. Nope. Oh, they actually let me hold up. Okay. Okay. You think that's because Xbox lost the console wars? Which is kind of crazy, because they were, at least I would have thought, way out ahead back in the 360 days. I did not miss that. I did miss that. Dude, he gave me the same pitch. I think Wisdom got enough of that. That's... Oh, it is just going to go. Grand Slam, Patrick Wisdom. I thought that was going to get down. I'll take the Grand Slam, though. Second Grand Slam of the stream today. Second Patrick Wisdom home run of the stream. He's at 38. He might get to 50. He might be on pace for 50 home runs this year. And that is a very easy comeback and a very easy lead to protect now. And we're going to get all those momentum fireballs for the comeback. This is a huge game. Huge game. You understand that PS5 has cool exclusive games, but you can't transfer over your Xbox account to the PS5 and pick up where you left off. That's another fair point there. I guess even though cross-platform's a thing, cross-progression usually isn't.
And it's fouled away.
Back in your day, if you wanted to play with friends, you met up in person or you bought the same console. Yep. Yeah, I missed out one of my friend groups was on Xbox, and then they played a bunch of GTA 5 online back in the early days. But I didn't have Xbox, so I didn't even bother getting GTA at all until I got a PS4, got it next gen. And then at that point, most of my friends who had the 360, they had transitioned over to PS4.
One down, base is empty.
Dude, the GTA Online days, man, that was a time. I still go back and play that game every once in a while.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And now two gone.
Okay. I don't really know what happened there. It's like the button got stuck and I swung late. I don't know if I'm hitting that anyway. I was a little late on that.
Working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there. Two down, nobody on.
Late on that one too. Nice. All right, at least we did what we needed to do this inning. Big grand slam, 4-spot, big lead, feeling good. Your friends didn't give you a choice. You got a copy for 360 and PS4. Gonna be a dad in 3 weeks, so you won't be gaming much longer. Well, congrats on that. Congrats on being a dad. I would think, I mean, I wouldn't know. I guess maybe I shouldn't say anything. I was going to say I would think being a dad is a bit more exciting than playing games, but then I also think of, having to give up games. Maybe you won't have to give up games, Maybe you'll just have to tone it down a bit.
The offense has worked hard. It's shut down anytime. Here comes a pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Yeah, we got a couple people in here able to give you some better advice than me. I mean, he's not here right now, but literally the username of a viewer is Teen Dad Gaming. So those words combined, I think it can be done.
And here is Kerry Carpenter. Well, these Tigers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging.
I feel like I always get just that little bit extra sidetrack streaming that I forget to look at the bullpen. Because we still have Adbert out there. And I might just want to make sure we have things set up. You know what, actually, I like who's warming up right now. And I might even keep Adbert in with the lead we have. You've got a 3-year-old and he tries playing with you. It's hilarious. Man, I remember being 3 years old playing games with my dad. And I thought I was good. Like, I thought I was good at the games. And it wasn't until way later that I realized, how much I was holding him back and how much he had to have been frustrated playing with me. Did anyone here actually play baseball? If so, what position? I played most of my young life. I didn't make the high school team, though, once that started. But then I still played some, like, fall league baseball through high school. So that was fun. It felt like every year I was worse and worse since I didn't actually play high school baseball and everyone else did. I was a third baseman, though. And I would consider myself pretty good at third. Fielding wise, at least. I never was great at the plate. Gonna bring in Hector Neris here, though. You were playing NASCAR the other day. 8 did not finish. That's what DNF means. Maybe I should just call it DNF. NASCAR games, though, I used to be really into those when I was a lot younger. It was like NASCAR 06. I feel like I remember on the PS2. And actually, when I got the PS Plus subscription thing, when they added a bunch of games to that, like a year ago, whichever was the newest NASCAR on there right then, I downloaded that and I played it a bit, and it was fun. Just not a big NASCAR in real life guy. I find it so boring. slamming cars into walls and just killing. I mean, that was the most fun part, playing those NASCAR games when you were younger. And then occasionally, you know, you just completely give up, turn around, start driving the opposite way, and just get into some head-on collisions. Perfectly safe. 11 p.m., you're off to bed. I'm glad you showed up. Yeah, thanks for hanging out for a bit. And again, second channel now. You'll be able to catch up if you want. This should be going up there, you know, within the next couple of days. Nico's not going to get there. We got him at home, though. Yeah. Perfect throw. Not even close. What are you having, Toxic? Is it just me, or has the crowd thinned out? Or did I just not notice?
That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1. Best. In his fourth year, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker.
What did I just do on that? Is that going to leave? Oh, just missed the basket. I'll take a leadoff double, though. Chicken, rice, broccoli, milk. Okay. That does sound pretty good. Depends on how you make it, though. I feel like it's gotta be made the right way for that to be as good as it can be. Also not a big milk guy, if I'm being honest. You're on the carnivore diet, so it's bacon and eggs for you. You miss rice. Rice is good. Rice is definitely good. Bacon and eggs sound good too, though. So you win some, you lose some. You're a huge milk guy. See, I used to drink a lot of milk. Never really enjoyed it that much unless it was chocolate milk. And then, you know, around 20 years old-ish, milk started doing things to my stomach. So I was kind of like, all right, it's not too easy to give up. 5 gallons per week, that's quite a bit. You definitely did not undersell yourself or oversell yourself, I guess, saying you're a huge milk guy. Yeah, Chops, I'm the same. It's got to be either chocolate milk or with cereal.
And a pitch. Down on strikes.
All right. Guess Amaya couldn't continue what he was doing in that one game. That was on me, though. That's just bad. I really wanted to get a base hit with PCA there. I wanted to try and steal with him. I think I want to look at the league leaders after this game. Just since at the bottom there it says Mookie Betts boosts MVP candidacy. Just curious to see where the league is stacking up. You mix in some with your scrambled eggs, though? Yeah, I don't think I've been a fan of that. I think my mom used to do that when she would make eggs when I was younger. She'd mix in a little bit of milk. Then I did that on my own, and I just didn't like it as much. I don't know, I'm pretty good at making eggs, though, so there's not really much that I feel like needs to be done to doctor them up a bit. Dude, okay, well, it's going to be an out, but I just rattled off a couple perfect swings in a row there. I have hit pretty good today. With the exception of the Dansby player lock, I've been hitting pretty well. Of course now, well, I guess I didn't have him ready to go anyway, but can't use Devin Williams for a save. Again, I kind of neglected the bullpen, but I think we stick with Hector with a couple righties up.
Back to work. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Just off the
Dylan's here. How's it going, Dylan? You've missed hour-ish. I'm trying to finish the regular season today, though. So, plan is to be live maybe a little bit longer than usual to get it finished. We're around the, what was it, like 125-ish game mark. I think started at like 112, 111. You had to go to Texas Roadhouse and skip the rolls and rice. Man, I haven't been to Texas Roadhouse in a while. But was it... it's probably the rolls you're talking about. Because I feel like I remember something there that was like one of the appetizers. But not like one you have to order. It's just like they bring it to your table. It's probably the rolls. I feel like I remember something like that being really good. Thanks for pointing out that I failed the Dansby one again, Toxic. I'm just always locked in during player locks. I mean, I've scored at least 2 runs in every single game so far. And then I load in player lock 0 for 4. Rolls with cinnamon butter, that's what it is. Man, maybe I have to give Texas Roadhouse a try again. All right. Did not want that pitch to stay in the zone, but it works. Lots of people don't like you because of your taste buds. What's wrong with your taste buds? 4 momentum fireballs for winning that one, starting down a run. I'll take it. I will take that. Name a big pizza joint you very much dislike it. Oh, look at that reward. Okay. I don't know. I don't... The pizza I normally get is just from local places, so I don't really even know big pizza joints. Like, I don't have any attachments to them, so... Come on, use the momentum. There we go. Almost to the end of August here. We get to face Pittsburgh. It's another player lock. Ooh, Kyle Hendricks to complete a perfect game. Okay, let's try and make that happen. I did want to look at league leaders, though, first. I keep pressing the wrong button, man. Where am I trying to go? There we go. NL leaders. Wow, the Dodgers have the top, or 3 of the top 4. Pizza Hut has been at a steady decline for a while. See, I haven't even had Pizza Hut in a long time. I wanted to get it recently. There was some promo they had that I wanted, and I just never did. Literally any famous pizza place you very much don't like. Do you like pizza? That's the question. Do you even like pizza? Because some people just don't like pizza. And if you don't like pizza, you don't like pizza. It makes it worse because your favorite pizza... Okay, so you do like pizza. Your favorite pizza of all time was the middle school pizza, which everyone hated but you. So just like the school lunch pizza is your favorite pizza? I mean, you can't really go wrong with pizza, I feel like. So, yeah, I could see liking, middle school pizza. The square pizza. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but... Red Baron pizza, frozen pizza. Okay. I mean, yeah, frozen pizza is good too. All right, what did I want to look at here? We don't have anybody near the top in batting average. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of really good batting averages this year. Why is there so many people above a 300 average? Look at that. 22. 22 batters over 300, and that's just in the National League. Nico Horner is our highest up in hits. We've got to see, like, home runs. We've got to have a couple dudes there. Patrick Wisdom. He's at 40. He's still 5 behind the league lead. Seager's leading in the other league. What is Ohtani doing? He's pitching pretty well. 3.62 ERA, 227 strikeouts. You don't see that too often in March to October. 90 walks, though. And yeah, okay. That's unfair, Shohei. That's unfair. Your middle school pizza was incredible, but you'd rather die than eat your high school pizza? Okay. I don't think there's any pizza that's that bad. Now I see what you mean about people not liking your taste buds. Are we going to have anybody at the top of any of these league leaders, or is Shohei and the rest of the Dodgers just going to hog it all? I mean, Nico Horner's showing up a lot. He was showing up at least somewhat high for average, hits, top 3 in stolen bases. Ian Happ's up there for walks. I mean, the hitting is dominated by the Dodgers. Oh, and I guess so is the pitching. Look at that. 3 of the top, or all 3 of the top wins for pitchers. 18, 17, and 17 wins. Insane. Okay, Hendricks is near the top. We don't really have many league leaders. I mean, Steele's here for home runs allowed. Am I a deep dish guy? Or at least I'm assuming me. Maybe you're talking to Toxic. I like deep dish, though. Deep dish is good. I don't know if I could say... I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite. Like, I think if you gave me the choice between deep dish and then, like, a thin crust. I guess technically Chicago-style thin crust. I didn't know it was Chicago-style until recently, but apparently that's what I like. I think given the choice, though, I'd take the thin crust. But deep dish is... When it's done right, too, it's something special. Did I already go past strikeouts? I did. Strider's way up there. We don't have anybody... Wow, it drops off fast. There is, what, like 60 strikeouts in between, maybe more, in between first place and 10th. So it looks like Steele is really the only one near any of these league-leading categories here, and it's most of the ones that are kind of like whatever categories, like homers allowed, walks allowed. Not like that's whatever, but it's not like the glamorous categories, you know? Or, okay, well, it has them out in front in pitching war, so I guess it does something. Dansby's our highest up for batting war. Really? Interesting. All right, so yeah, league leaders. I mean, we don't have many players among the league leaders, at least in the main stats, and we still are 29 games above 500. Detroit or New Haven is your favorite? I don't know what New Haven pizza is. Detroit pizza is really good. The pizza you like is soft crust with more cheese than sauce. I mean, that's good. I can see that. Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. Sometimes a lot of sauce on the pizza gets to be too much. Just thinking of some of the deep dish I have had, I feel like usually the kind of deep dish that I'm always kind of like about is when there's like a lot of sauce. But then when there's a lot of cheese and not quite as much sauce, that's when it starts tasting really good. But that's also when, you know, that's when it gets a little dangerous. A lot of cheese. All right, so we have Hendricks going for the perfect game here. And he's having himself a solid season. Numbers have dropped a little bit. I think when we checked in at the beginning of the stream, you know what, I'm covering it here, but I think when we checked in at the beginning of the stream, he had an ERA down in the 2s. Now it's up to a 3.41, but he's actually progressed a little bit, and he's about to go for a perfect game. So that would, not only would that help him for the rest of the season, but if we do this, we get 8 momentum fireballs, and I think that pretty much locks up anything we can lock up here. So let's go ahead. Let's go for it. I'm always kind of nervous about these because you always give up the no-hitter, the perfect game, in ways that shouldn't happen.
Back here in Pittsburgh, John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the 7th with no...
You keep getting this one video and you recommended called You Tortured Yourself by Watching a 2023 White Sox Game. That sounds about right. Sounds about right. Last year was definitely more frustrating than this year. I think because last year there was at least some expectation, and then it was just, I mean, it's a 101 loss season when you at least thought you'd be fighting for the division, maybe. You know, bad division. Nobody, at least I didn't expect the White Sox to be nearly as bad as they were, and then that happened.
We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier.
It's good that we got our food talk out of the way somewhat early because, yeah, no, that's caught. Because if we're, going on our third hour of the stream and we're talking about pizza, that might get to be a little difficult if I'm starting to get hungry.
That one finds the zone.
Big stinker of a year. That's one way to describe it. That might be the best way to describe it. That was not a good pitch, and we still have it intact. I'd like less contact, Anytime we can keep the ball out of the field of play. But you know what? It's not working. Never mind. What are we doing out there, Suzuki? That was totally on him. That was a terrible play. He got to the spot and then had to jump. What are we doing? Even if it's an error, though, it loses the perfect game. I think, yeah, they called it a hit, so it doesn't matter. Dude, what did he do? What was this? Like, he got to the spot, and then he just... I mean, I guess, Seiya Suzuki, he's had his moments out there in right field, so it shouldn't catch me totally off guard. That was just a bad route. He ran to the wrong spot. I said it as we were loading in. You sometimes give up these no-hitters, these perfect games in some interesting ways, and we keep finding new ways to do it. That's the kind of reason why I would love to be in control of the whole team in these. Instead of a pitcher-player lock, I'd love to be in control of the defense, because I'm not doing that. I'd be getting to the right spot. The game would tell me where to go, and I would get there. See, now what sucks about that is I could, well, I guess I can't now. We might throw him out. Nope, offline throw. All right, well, I was going to say I could strike out every single hitter the rest of the way, and still the max I would be able to get is a 1+. But I don't even know at this point. It's all going downhill.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Not having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits. 1-1. Good eye right there. Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
You're right. Perfect game is not just down to the pitcher. It's a total team effort. When errors are involved, and not even just errors, but just, making the plays to keep them off the board in general, that's just as much on the defense. And I can't avoid the bat here. They keep making contact. It doesn't even have to be the greatest contact, and they're just, you know what, get me out of this game. I wish that would have been what would do it. I guess that's the other thing that would be nice to control the whole team, is then I would get to determine when the pitcher comes out of the game. Because that swing right there to get the second run of the inning, that would do it. That'd be Hendricks done for the day.
Right through there for a strike. 2 runs are
Now that that's over with, what were we talking about? Food?
and a foul ball, he stays alive.
I'm down to talk food. I mean, Toxic was bold, giving us, his pizza takes. Anyone else have some food hot takes? I think my maybe hottest food take, just because it's probably the most popular candy, is I'm not really a big fan of Reese's cups. Reese's peanut butter cups, just the generic thing. I think I'd pass on those. And a lot of people, they would say it's like their favorite candy.
Still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead. He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
I don't know Capozzi's.
And a pitch. That's hard hit in the line.
Okay, I mean, hey, I've given up so much contact here with Hendricks.
Up next for the Pirates, Leover Peguero.
I feel like that's not usually the recipe for success if you're going for that perfect game. Especially with how this game works. You want to get as many strikeouts as you can.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
You're gonna head out after hearing that. I told you. I told you it was my hottest food take. But see, that's the thing with me is like I can realize that I'm the one that's wrong. Like I understand that. If everybody likes Reese's Cups and I'm the one here that doesn't, who am I to tell you, oh, it's actually bad? I'm the one that's wrong, clearly.
And that's a base hit. So now back to the
It's an Italian place. They have these really big spaghetti bowl things. They can probably serve at least one family.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always
Dude, can we call it here with Hendricks? I'm just about done. I am just about done using Kyle Hendricks in this one.
so 2 on with 2 away.
I skipped past that. He was down, and he's still going to keep trucking through it.
Palacio.
Dude's 103 pitches in. He keeps giving up contact. I keep missing my spots. He's given up now probably 3 runs after this run comes around to score. Can we call it now? Can I be done? Oh my God, we're not done. It's over. Take Hendricks out of the game. He doesn't need to prove anything else.
Reynolds stands in now and watches strike 1. Next pitch is outside. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Okay, that was a good pitch. Hopefully that's the end of the day for Hendricks, and he can end it on that positive note.
Back now.
Okay, it is. We got Danny Coulomb in
Danny Coulomb.
to finish it. And we win 8-3. So, I mean, we're going to get the 1 momentum fireball at least for the win. I don't even know. Okay, no, we got... Oh, no, that's not. Never mind. That's not a plus. So we didn't pitch well enough to give Hendricks a performance boost. But we got 1 more fireball for the win. So, there's that.
Getting the dugout fired up, and I think it'll carry over for him in the next.
Surfing Size has been saying you're a family before, too. We've all been there. We've all been there. You finished it, walked upstairs, and your parents were like, you ate the whole thing. I mean, when something's that good. Sweep of the Pirates, nice. On to the Nats, finishing up with August. Okay, we got to play 1 more game before we get to see who our September call-up is. Or call-ups are. 84-51, 12.5 up on the Cardinals. I'm feeling like this is pretty much locked up here. We'd have to do a lot wrong to blow this lead at this point. What are we on, though? We're on a 7-game winning streak, so that's the whole point of this one. I'm going into it. I mean, we are... Yeah. We're 136 games in. We're about at that halfway point between where we started and the finish, and we're about an hour and a half into the stream. That's pretty much the exact pace I was looking for. So I think I'm set on finishing the season here.
In Washington, D.C. Welcome if you just joined us, John Shambi and Chris Singleton, as we've got 2 away in the 9th. Here comes Cody Bellinger. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Double-barreled action.
Imagine the call-ups are just more players with 3 out of 3 minor league options. I mean, that wouldn't be that big of a deal at this point. I'm guessing one of them is going to be Madrigal, though, just because he was 71 overall, and they wanted me to call him up earlier today already. I don't know who the pitcher would be, though. Maybe Assad. Oh, you're thinking the Cubs March to, or White Sox March to October. Yeah, I don't really know, because that was never a thing in the years before when you got to call up somebody and got to decide who got sent down. It was just everybody was there. Didn't matter what their option status was. If you wanted them off the team, you could take them off the team. I wouldn't mind, though. I mean, if they had a thing where it was like, if you selected somebody who was out of options and you went to send them down and it popped up with like a warning message saying, hey, if you do this, you'd have to send them through waivers, and you could lose them off the roster, and then you still get the chance to accept from there. That's what it needs to be. It shouldn't just be a straight up can't do it thing. And that kind of sucked that I didn't do anything there. Sounds like the food preparation is happening downstairs, because there is some pounding going on, and you're probably picking that up through the mic. Do I want to stick with Steele going into the 9th inning? I don't think I want to, especially with Nick Senzel up with what he can do against lefties. We'll go Shelby Miller. Feel better about him than Adbert with that 1.11 ERA. Look at him. And then I do that on the first pitch. You're going to head out, just finish dinner. You'll be back if I'm still streaming after 8. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I wouldn't be shocked if I still have a little bit of stream to go after that point. But, you know, I guess we'll see. Thanks for hanging out, though, Toxic.
Here's a 2-1. And fouled off. Just off the inside corner. 3-2 now.
Bengal? You calling me Bengal? What did I do that was like Bengal? I don't really watch this stuff. I feel like it's always the first at bat of a new game that they give you so much trouble on. Oh, Chops to take it easy.
With the winning run on at first. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the
Okay, that's not where you want to throw that. That might end the game. 69 speed coming around, winning run. Perfect throw. Nico? Okay, we're still alive. Nice relay. His outro is literally just him saying take it easy and the video ends. See, I don't know how my outro became my outro. Like, I've never really put any thought into it. And a lot of people just say it's better to just kind of end the video, because people will click off anyway when you start, you know, your outro. So it's better to just like abruptly end the video. Okay. I mean, we got the out. Nico Horner didn't really want to move there. My outro is sick. My outro is nothing. I just kind of say I'll see you next time and hit you with one of those. I don't even know where that came from.
Garcia in the box lays off for ball 1. The winning run at third. Here the last half of inning number 9. Would love to see.
Dude, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble throwing strikes here. Okay, I guess that's better than laying one in there. I mean, that was Mr. Clutch, so it was a good thing I pitched him carefully. I might go to a different arm here, though. Shelby Miller, low on confidence like that. We'll go Adbert, try and get this last out. You like my outro? Nothing wrong with it? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying that there was something wrong with it. It's just, I don't know. It's not something that's, like, memorable, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It's not like outros have to really be memorable. I mean, it's an outro. It's the end of the video. It is just kind of interesting, though, how there definitely feels like there's been a shift. Like, usually in the past, everybody had an intro, everybody had an outro, and then seems like collectively everyone was like, all right, we're done with that now. We're just going to start the video and end the video. I'm having a lot of trouble pitching in this game. Toxic's not leaving? Just too into the March to October here today? Even though I keep throwing pitches out of the zone, these Nationals will not chase. I kind of just wanted to make sure he made contact there, and that was still very dangerous. Suzuki was able to get to that one, though. Guess we can't always trust him. Extra innings, though. I feel like we haven't done that too much in this Cubs March to October. 10.29 ERA on this guy. I better be able to score.
misses for ball one.
I wonder how I'm going to handle streaming the playoffs. It's always, okay, great first out. But it's always kind of difficult to determine, like, how I'm going to break it down for the videos. But for the streams, I don't know. Should I just do, like, one series per stream?
You feel like you've done everything right, but in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. Corner stands in here.
One thing that has improved from March to October is the City Connects actually get used. Yeah, I agree. In the past, it was always just either your home jerseys or your away. This year, we get alternates. We get City Connects. Much better. That is a fair ball. All right, so we are going to score the free runner. It's not going to be a double, though, which would have been very nice. I think I started warming up Devin Williams, right? Yeah, okay, so he's ready to go. I almost waited back on that long enough.
Man at first, one away. Now snap throw to first, and he's back in safely. Garcia in his second season, 27.
You're doing a Reds March to October? You love their City Connects? Oh my god. Oh no. Look at that PCI. That's one of the worst swings I've made in a long time. I think I've said it a few times before though, but I really liked the Reds Stadium when I went. Oh, it was like 5 years ago now. Wasn't really expecting a whole lot out of it, but it was just like a really nice stadium. You don't really hear too much about it either. Back to the Lego Star Wars 3 grind. Nice. One of the only things I remember in my little bit that I've played Lego Star Wars 3 is I remember like on the home base ship or whatever that setup was, there was like an area where you could go into a gunner seat and just sit there and like shoot down enemy ships. And you got like a very minimal amount of studs. I always get that confused because MLB The Show is stubs. Lego is studs, but you got like a very small amount of studs for each ship you shot down. And I tried to... What did Dansby do? Is that going to go? Look at me. I'm not even 100% focused and Dansby's taking him deep. I mean, he could have done that in your player lock. That would have been nice. But yeah, I would... Or there was one time where, I don't know, I must have been trying to like save up studs or something. So I tried to like set up my controller so it would like automatically be shooting. So like I would just like put something weighted down on the shoot button and then walk away for a while. I can't remember if it worked. I don't know if it got me what I wanted it to do. That's just like one of my only memories from that game. That and those large scale battles. I remember I did one of those and that was pretty cool.
Takes a strike. 1-1. Next offering misses, and a count 2-1.
Oh.
One down, base is empty, and that's down and away.
3-1.
Doing a large scale battle now. Nice. Oh no, how did I miss that? That was, I do remember that being a really cool aspect. Although I feel like the first time I did it, I didn't really know exactly what I was supposed to do. So I was just kind of like stuck just like in the battle perpetually, and I was there for a very long time, longer than it should have taken. Have I ever checked out the XCOM games? I haven't. I mean, the name sounds familiar, and that's about it.
Some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. Next pitch misses. 1-1. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Jose Ferrer up and throwing. Harvey getting cranked up as well. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2.
I wonder what Jan Gomes is down to if he's continued to regress.
And a pitch.
Because we have gotten through... Okay, that was just a really good pitch. We have gotten through a big chunk of the season already, and he was already down to a 63 earlier. It might be time to go to Amaya. He could be down at like a 61.
Foul off left side.
I saw those hearts. I figured Jeff had to be here. What's up, Jeff? It's like a turn-based strategy game versus aliens. See, I don't know if that's the kind of game I think I'd be all that into.
It's 1-1.
But then again, I've never tried it, so maybe.
2 outs. That one misses. 2-1.
I don't know. Outside of MLB The Show, I'm like bad at video games. like legitimately bad at games. MLB The Show is the only one I'm decent at. I'm okay when I'm playing a single player like story focused game like that. Anything multiplayer and anything not just like, I don't know, like a
Right-handed reliever.
Spider-Man, Batman type game, I'm just not good at.
Wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead. Pat stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
You can't stay long, gotta mow soon. Just giving free hearts. Well, I appreciate it. Always appreciate the free hearts. I feel like every single stream... Did Hap just go deep too? Dude, I keep pouring on the runs here. Like, every single game. It's like I don't just score a couple. I score in bunches. I mean, we're in the extra innings here. We're in the 10th inning, and we have a 6-run lead. What was I going to say, though? I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. I was going to say every single stream, I feel like I consider taking those heart reactions away just because on my end it's kind of annoying because sometimes it covers up messages. And then I think, oh, no, Jeff's going to be here. Jeff's going to give me some hearts. Jeff's already had it out. He's got to mow that lawn.
He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. And now, Seiya Suzuki.
Didn't he hit the grand slam? Good stream for him. He did. Hap did hit the grand slam. We've had a couple grand slams though. Wisdom hit one too. You're bad too, but that's just because age is slowly taking your ability. I hope I'm not at that point yet. I'm 24 now, almost 25. I think I'm good for a couple more years, right? I don't know. Sometimes playing this game, I know it doesn't look like it today because I'm playing pretty well, but sometimes playing this game, I'm like, man, I'm just not what I used to be.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Started to swing, held up.
Victor's here. You missed the stream because you were rewatching the last one and the Brewers giving Devin Williams for free. So you were rewatching the stream because I don't think I've uploaded that part of the last stream yet on the new channel. So I'm glad to see that. That's why I mentioned it. I'm glad to see that there's still at least someone out there able to find them once they're unlisted. You're 29. I got some left. You don't play a ton anymore either. I guess that would do it too. The less you play, you know, the more out of tune, I guess, would be the word to use. That's a pitch. That's a good spot.
And a foul ball.
As long as they're in the watch history, you can go back to them after they're enlisted. Okay, I mean that's true too, but I also at least, I mean, I hope it works. I guess I haven't really tested it out, but I have a playlist on the channel where I think all those streams should still be up, because even if it's unlisted, it's still like public, like you guys can still watch it. So I think as long as I have a playlist with all the streams like in the playlist, even if it's not listed on the channel or able to be recommended, I think you should still be able to go into my playlist section and find the old streams.
And now 1-2. Oh, this is
Thankfully, you watched it on computer because with your phone, ad block blocks the watch history too. Interesting. I mean, again, like I said, there should be ways that you can find those old streams too through the playlists. I guess if anybody wouldn't mind checking if that actually shows up for you, I'd appreciate that because, like I said, I haven't really tested it myself, which I should because I'm sitting here saying that's an option and I don't even know. But there we go. 7-1 extra innings win. How about that? 6 runs in the 10th inning. Couple, what was it? It was 2 3-run homers, I think. So yeah, we get an extra. I'm actually kind of surprised. We got the extra inning win bonus, but we also won by 6. I would have thought we'd get the blowout bonus, but guess I'll have to be content with just 4. We should really just be able to coast to the end of this season. I mean, really the only okay, Chops, I'll see you. I'll see you in a bit. But I feel like the only thing that's really left to be determined is seeding. So where are we at here? I don't want to block anything. So the Phillies are at the same amount of wins as us. Dodgers are insane, so we're not going to get the first seed. But I guess we still have to battle with the Phillies for the 2 seed. So that's still pretty important. If we can get the 2 seed and get a first round bye, that'd be a lot better than the 3 seed and having to play in the wild card round. But yeah, the division's looking pretty locked up. 99 projected wins is what we're up to, which is crazy that we're having such a good year. We're only projected at 99, and the Dodgers are here already at 100. And they're only the 3rd ranked team. Who's ranked above them? It's got to be the Braves, right? Yeah, Braves are first. Who would be 2? Would it be the Yankees? I don't think it'd be the Yankees. Would it? Orioles are 7. Rays are 6. Who would be the 2? Astros? Really? Okay. Alright, let's keep plugging away then here. 2-2 tie against the Yankees. Looks like we'll have our City Connects on. 2 innings to go, starting in the 8th. We just gave up 2 runs. So Porter Hodge, he's back. I forgot to look. Just realized that. I was just saying we're going to have to see who our September call-ups are going to be. And then I forgot to check that now once we're into September. But Porter Hodge is back. He was gone. We had the Porter Hodge redemption. Oh, he's coming out of the pen. Okay, so he wasn't the starter. But we had the Porter Hodge redemption last stream. And then once we traded for Devin Williams, he immediately got sent down. But now he's back. And he's given up perfect swings to the gap. That's the Porter Hodge we know. Speaking of phone versus PC, your phone was on 1% battery and it died, so now you're on your computer. I always prefer watching things on the PC, watching YouTube on the PC. Am I a coffee or tea guy? More coffee. Not really big into tea. I like some iced tea from time to time, but mostly coffee. I do like a bit of cream and sugar in the coffee, though. I'm not one of those people who's just like, brew me some black coffee and I'm good. All right, that's not ideal. We get the runner on 3rd with 1 out, but it's what we're gonna have to work with here. Guess I should. Yeah. Let's get a different arm up here. We only need Porter Hodge in for 1 more at bat. Why is Sean Armstrong regressing? Like, he's down to a 71. In the Sox March to October, he stayed at what, like a 75 or 76 for the whole year. That's a good pitch. What about you guys? I guess I should turn the question around on you. Are we coffee or are we tea people? Or neither? I guess there's plenty of likelihood that some people are just neither coffee or tea. I'm going home with this. I don't care. No, it's not even close. What am I thinking? I thought it was hit hard. It was hit right to him. I had a shot, but no. I wasn't playing in at all. That was dumb. I have to turn 2 now to make up for that. And that's okay. Bullpen arm regressing at 33. That's what I'm saying. He didn't do that in the Sox one, so I thought we were safe. It's a hit and run. And we're not going to be able to get him back at first. More of a milk guy, toxic. I know. I know. Although I don't think milk really satisfies the same need that tea and coffee. Tea and coffee more of like energy type things. Although I don't really see it as that. I kind of like the taste of coffee. There we go. All right, out of the inning. Only the 1 run allowed. Just got to make a comeback. I've been scoring. You watched my last episode of Pack Attack, why were both teams wearing home uniforms? I think that's my fault. I think I accidentally had it so that my away jerseys were white. Actually, now I can't remember if that's how I had it set up. But if I was away and I was white, then that was on me. I still gotta customize my Pack Attack jerseys. I keep forgetting to do that. Actually, for the next episode, I put on some. I was grinding through some conquests, and I unlocked some of those like special minor league jerseys. So I threw a couple of those on because I thought they looked cool. And it was at least better than the bland, pure orange and pure white jerseys. Perfect infield throw, and it goes to the wrong side of the plate. I didn't even notice that. I don't think we were getting him anyway. Yeah, I think if I had the infield in, I was getting him. But yeah, I get frustrated by that too. Mostly on steals. Like, you get the perfect throw when a dude's stealing second, and then the throw is like up at your guy's face. That's not a perfect throw. See what I mean? It doesn't even matter. I didn't even get a good swing on that, and Seiya Suzuki's taking it out. That's just how we're playing today. The 1 run doesn't even matter. I mean, we still gotta do more. It would have been nice to not give up that run, and then that was to take the lead. I was kind of hoping to face Garrett Cole a little bit more with how easy that was. Who is this? Luke Weaver? 2.88 ERA? What are we working with here? A 62 overall? I was going to say, he can't be that good. Wind was blowing out too, I just saw, so that definitely helped that last swing. I got to be ready for that. Tough pitch too.
Dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic. Pitch misses. Now 1 and 2. He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone. Kicks and fires. That one misses. Ball 2. Swing and a miss.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad to miss that for strike 3. I was kind of sidetracked, though, because sometimes when I'm on OBS here for too long, the audio, like, desyncs. I don't think it desyncs for you guys, but it does for me. So, like, it's way behind right now. And I just kind of have to reset it. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating.
I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone. Wisdom. The next to hit takes ball 1.
You think when you're on campus it's all soda, then at home it's all water? I'm a big water guy. I mean, I'm sitting here with this thing. This is my water. 50 ounces, and I usually drink 2 of them in a day.
Big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Dylan, you're a big coffee guy, but you enjoy both at certain times. I mean, like I said, some iced tea, really good. Especially the Arnold Palmer, the half and half iced tea and lemonade. That's some good stuff. Although, to be fair, you're always emptying your water bottle like twice a day, so maybe it's just water and sometimes soda. Yeah, I've kind of rediscovered an enjoyment of root beer in the last couple of weeks. It's probably not a good thing. I mean, the less soda you drink, the better, but man, root beer is good. You're just colorblind, so it's hard to tell for you the difference. But you always like the videos. We got to stay at second there. I mean, yeah, no, the jerseys were both the same color, and I do think that was... I think I just had it set up wrong. What's the hardest difficulty you can play on and still have fun? I like Legend. I mean, offline, I should say. I haven't played Legend online this year. I haven't played it nearly enough ever to know if Legend online is fun. I have trouble on Hall of Fame difficulty online, but offline, I feel like it's got to be Legend. And, like, not to sound like I'm bragging, but sometimes even Legend is a little bit too easy offline. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd want a tougher difficulty. I think it's more the pitching that's sometimes a little bit too easy on Legend. I think if there was a way to almost make the pitching difficulty a little bit tougher, and then the hitting was still Legend, that'd be ideal. Which I guess it wouldn't work for March to October. I don't think you can use sliders, but if I was playing like Road to the Show or Franchise or something, I could mess with sliders. You wish you could set the difficulty to different levels without dynamic. You have Legend plus pitching 24/7 and Hall of Fame plus difficulty, maybe Legend with good teams. Yeah, I don't mess with dynamic difficulty. I mean, I don't play enough offline to mess with it anyway. Pretty much the only offline I play is these March to Octobers, and I just set it on Legend, and that's that. I remember I was kind of frustrated, though, because I think it was a couple years ago, MLB 22, one of the trophies to get Platinum was, like, you had to use dynamic difficulty. That was another bad one to miss. You had to use dynamic difficulty to, like, progress from beginner up to, what is it, amateur, and then up to minors? It's something like that. And... so I set it up on dynamic difficulty, started at beginner, because you had to get the trophy. And on the very first pitch, I hit, perfect home run. And it bumped me past amateur, past rookie, all the way up, or no, past amateur, past minors, all the way to rookie. So then I didn't unlock those other trophies. And then I started to, but then I kind of lost interest. I was like, at some point I'll get back and get those trophies, and I just never did. But I had to go in, and unless, I just didn't know what I was doing, but I had to go in and, like, strike out in a bunch of at-bats in a row so the dynamic would keep going down, so I could actually go back down to the levels and then progress back up to what I needed to. So that was a little frustrating. Someday, though, I'll go back and get those trophies. I probably should have had Danny Coulomb warming up. He would have been better here. We'll go to Hector.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Hector Neris. And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the...
I don't know. Am I starting to trust Adbert a little bit more? I feel like I'm using him a decent amount lately, and he's been okay.
Swings through that.
Suzuki, you're going to get there, right? Yep, no worries. You always play March to October on dynamic, trying to get Legend plus difficulty for pitching, but then you have, like, one bad bullpen game and it goes down to Hall of Fame. Does it make you start at beginner every time? Or do you, like, choose where you can start? I don't know. Like I said, I don't really mess around with dynamics, so I don't know how it works. I guess I shouldn't say that my only experience with dynamic difficulty is being frustrated. Because way back in, like, MLB 15, I think, I turned that on. And that was kind of what allowed me to actually start getting good at the game. Because I think I always used to just play on maybe even veteran by default on MLB The Show. And then I think it was 15, I turned on dynamic. And, you know, eventually I'm in All-Star. Eventually I'm in Hall of Fame. That was way too hard at the time, so it kept bumping me between All-Star and Hall of Fame. But that was kind of what allowed me to start actually being good, was playing on higher difficulties. You're never going to get better if you don't try the higher difficulties. The first time you install the game, it lets you choose. Okay, so it goes based on that. I didn't know if, like, every March to October that you started in dynamic, it would, like, start you over. That was a nice quick inning from Hector. Now we can win it. Let's walk it off. Who wants to do it? We got PCA, Happ, and Suzuki. One of them has it in them.
Is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Fastball for a strike.
You're pretty sure dynamic difficulty is synced across all modes? That would make sense. All offline modes, at least. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases. Kicks and deals. That misses. 1-2 to count. Chase that time.
Oh, I forgot to move my camera. Oh, man. I was doing so good with that today, and then I forgot.
Just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside play cover. Not even close.
You remember in 22 and 23, you'd play Road to the Show and then see the difficulty match up in March to October? That would probably make sense if you're, like, on the same profile playing offline. I held up. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Should I try and move him up too? 99 speed. I don't know what his stealing is. 51. That's not great. Who's behind the plate? 48 arm strength. Okay, yeah, we're taking second base. I'll give it a pitch. Not make it too obvious here. Yeah. See, I know the CPU's games. Now we take off though. No lead though, because they will pick me off. That had to have been a good enough jump, right? Yeah, we're in there. PCA. Big time base running, moving himself up into scoring position, taking away the double play. Yeah, I'm always nervous to take that extra lead on Legend, because they just, I don't know. I feel like they pick me off too often. I guess I am fortunate that he got a good enough jump, though, with only 50 stealing. Man, if I thought of it before I got to that second strike, I could have bunted him over, even with Happ up. Oh, we don't need to. We don't need to bunt him over. I don't need to risk it, though, either, do I? I would have been in there with the bad throw, but there's no reason to risk it with nobody out. Pickoffs are insane this year. They work way too often. That's what I'm saying. Especially when sometimes... I won't say it's a thing. I won't, you know, say it's a conspiracy or anything, but I feel like sometimes the CPU reads your inputs. So, you know, you take a lead and you don't steal. Maybe they won't pick you off, but the second you press that steal button, they're throwing over, and then your guy will be leaning. Is that going to stay fair? Oh, it is. Okay, I thought that was going to tail foul. So Seiya Suzuki gets the homer to tie it up earlier and then walks it off. I mean, at that point, all it took was, you know, making contact pretty much to drive that run in. But somebody needed to do it. Last year, the CPU would pick off like 3 to 4 times and you get mad because they've technically broken the rule. Yeah, I agree. I'm so glad they put in the rule this year, because that was another thing, not just offline but online. Sometimes you'd run into people who just wouldn't let you take a lead, and they would just keep trying to pick you off until you stopped taking a lead. It was like a game of chicken at that point. It was a standoff. You'd be sitting there like 13 pickoffs in a row, and it's like, dude, just give it up. You're not going to get me. All right, so that's 4 more momentum fireballs. And we need it too, because we learned when I looked at the standings that we still got to battle the Phillies for that number 2 seed. I wonder when we play the Phillies next, if we even still do for the rest of this season. I guess it's the real life schedule too, so I could even check if I cared that much. We get some games against the Dodgers. We won the series, best team in the league, and we're taking them down. Now we get to play on the road in Colorado. Let's score some runs. Oh, we already have scored some runs. We got to hold on to a lead. We're up 5-2. This should be our first time. We still haven't seen Devin Williams in a game yet, but this should be Devin Williams in the game right now with 2 on, nobody out. A lead to protect in the bottom of the 9th. If they buffed pickoff success to compensate for the 2 max rule, they definitely went overboard in the other direction, though. See, I can't say for me specifically that I've noticed like a lot more success in pickoffs, at least at first base. But I'm also basing this off of online play and not offline, because I don't really take the leads that many times offline to even give the CPU the chance. But online, if you have a lefty up, a runner on second, and less than 2 outs, and you take 1 lead off, it's an automatic out. It's just an automatic out if you pick them off. So that probably doesn't need to happen. Is that the hardest available? Dylan, if you're going back to asking about what the toughest difficulty is, you might be behind. You might be behind on the stream a bit, because I think I answered that back when I first saw the message pop up. So if you're just hearing that now, maybe you're behind. I could be wrong. I don't know. You never play online? Okay. So yeah, I don't know then the difference. I mostly play online. So, then you're dealing with real people. Took longer than expected. Son pooped, went digging for gold. Long story short, you hopped in the shower. I don't blame you. Not at all. That sounds like a great time. I'd rather be playing NASCAR. All right, let's go for it then here. Let's protect this lead. It is Devin Williams in. He's given up one of the 2 base runners, it seems like. And this will be our first chance using him. It's kind of crazy that it hasn't aligned to get a save with him yet, but either I've been too good or we've put it off until walking the game off. So yeah, first taste of Devin Williams in a Cubs jersey, and we have a 3-run lead. We have leeway. We just can't make any big mistakes. Legend is the max fixed setting, but then there's Legend Plus that you can only reach through dynamic. Is Legend Plus, is it more difficult? Oh my god, I actually did make the big mistake. I honestly, I didn't think, unless I missed a spot, I didn't think that was going to happen, and I thought that was a good spot. That's too bad. What was that, our 3rd pitch with Devin Williams? I guess that was left kind of right there, and now he has no confidence. Great job, Devin. All right, here we go. Bounce back pitch. We still got to get 2 more outs, and this is dangerous now to lose this game. It's a walk-off situation. They only need 1 run. I guess I should make sure we have some arms ready to go. You can't tell for batting because you haven't reached Legend Plus since Road to the Show in 2023. But for pitching, you feel like regular Hall of Fame and Legend Plus are the exact same. That's interesting. I mean, I was just saying earlier that sometimes pitching feels too easy on Legend even, and then I'm giving up a 3-run shot to blow this game, so maybe I'm wrong. Is Hector the one with the weird leg kick in real life? I honestly have no clue.
Highlight real plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Trying to send this extra innings.
Don't really get to watch the Cubs too often because we don't get the marquee channel. Uh-oh. I don't know, man. Do I take out Williams now moving to the top of the order here? He's already given up the bomb. Now a base hit. I think I will. I don't want to blow this completely with him. We'll go to Hector.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Hector Neris.
Maybe with the exception that the foul balls just get more and more insane beyond Hall of Fame, but even then, you've kind of toned those out because you just expect against the CPU. I mean, to be fair, that's exactly how it is online too. The foul balls this year are ridiculous, and that's a bad pitch. That's always been something that's kind of frustrating in MLB. Is it just seems like there's too many foul balls, and then this year it's just like it's like everything it was in the past times 2. The foul balls are just way too much. Seeing Devin Williams in a Cubs jersey feels like a fever dream. I feel like he's been somebody who's moved around in some March to Octobers before. I know I've gotten him on the Sox before in a March to October. I feel like there was a different team too, but now I can't remember. All right, there we go. That'll end the inning. We're going to extras again. And like Chop said, Ian Happ will bail me out again as long as he's coming up to the plate, which I don't know if he will be. What do we have due up? I guess we can check here. I thought this was going to be a quick game, but now that it's not, let's see what we have. No homers at Wrigley, but we have a double and a triple. A lot of base hits. I feel like Pete Crow Armstrong was just at 3 steals. Now he's up to 8. Cam Sanders had a good day. Devin Williams did not. That's 11 blown saves for him. That's not good. And who was due up? We've got... Okay, so we got to get a couple hits to get Happ up to the plate. We can do that, though. You remember in 23 when they said their big gameplay change was patching out outer vision PCI to lower foul balls? I feel like it worked. I do feel like there was a period, like a stretch of time. Why are we running to third on this? That was completely automatic. Okay, I got back, though. Okay, I guess that was good. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, there was a stretch in 23 where I don't feel like the foul balls were all that egregious, and then it's just like they went back on it this year, and now it's even worse.
That one finds the zone. 1-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count.
Except if you play on All-Star difficulty, the inner PCI is already so massive it makes no difference. I mean, I guess that could be part of it online, is a lot of the game modes are on All-Star, like if you're playing Battle Royale or events, or until you're at a certain rank in ranked seasons, it's all All-Star. That could go. That's Morel, and this is Coors. No, it's not going to have enough carry. Close. When did the Cubs stop playing on WGN? It's a couple years ago now. I don't remember exactly. I think I just said after last game I was going to think about moving Amaya to the starter, and then I forgot. Now we have Gomes up. And I'm going to pop out with Gomes. Nice. That was like the SDS version of FU Last Stand. How was that a 46-degree launch angle? Oh, if that's like 3... I don't know. I kind of spaced out those last couple messages. I was having trouble reading them. I guess it makes sense. We are at the point where I normally would be about done streaming. 2.5 hours. So if all of a sudden I hit a wall here, you guys know why. Because this is about to be some uncharted territory here for me streaming. Which I guess I should get used to, because most people would stream longer than 2.5 hours. Okay, well, that's not good. That's not good. At least Ian Happ's going to be up next inning if we can get it there. But not bringing around that free runner is not going to make this easy. Actually, should I? No, I don't. Okay, yeah. I don't want to walk this guy because I wouldn't want to bring up Nolan Jones. But hopefully I can get this guy out. Then we can walk Nolan Jones. And then get Chris Bryant up. That'll do it. PCA's got that. Easy. And he stays at second. Never a worry. All part of my plan, right. Alright, now we walk Nolan Jones, because I'm not going to let him beat me in this spot. We set up the double play. I don't understand that move. Like, why would they bring in a pinch runner on first base? That run does not matter. Ooh, that was a big call. I didn't think they were going to give it to me. And we got it. Yep, clean turn. We exactly to plan there. Walking Nolan Jones, getting Bryant to ground into 2. And we live to fight another day. We're heading to the 11th. We got Ian Happ due up also. Although he's not as good against lefties. And that's not a cool pitch, man. That's not a cool pitch. That's also not a cool pitch. Again, why did I not think to bunt him over? I mean, I know it's happened. He's been having a good day. But I really should be thinking about bunting these dudes over. And now if it goes to the 13th, they have to hit with Doyle. I mean, that wasn't even what I was saying. It just feels kind of pointless to bring in a runner there when if the runner in front of them scores, the game is over. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening here, guys? Why can't I hit anymore? 2.5 hours and it's leaving me. Bellinger hasn't really done anything today. He's due.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Left-hand batter waits.
Yeah, I told you. I told you he was due. Look at that swing. I mean, look at the pitch. You can't miss that. Third deck up there. How far did this one go? What are they going to tell me? Because it's probably going to be a lie, and it went further. 470? Maybe not a lie. 31st homer of the year. That's the big swing we needed. Yeah, I was just about to say, I just looked over and read 214 runners in scoring position, and then he does that. I don't know why I thought there was a second runner on base. For some reason, I thought there was a 3-run shot, but 2 runs is going to be good enough. Do we have who we want warming up here? I don't know who I want to go to. Should I go to Mark Leiter Jr.? We haven't seen him in a while, and he was like the guy to go to early on in this. I mean, I could go Shelby Miller, but I didn't do that great with him last time out. Ooh, but he does. Yeah, I know what? It's going to be Miller. Did not realize, but 99 clutch with that free runner on second, that's going to be big.
He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
At the play, Patrick Wisdom.
When's Yelly turning the clock back to 2019 to match? Hasn't he been having a good year? I mean, maybe not quite turning the clock back to 2019, but he's made a bit of a comeback. The last couple years even, I think. Okay, I guess I couldn't add on. That was a bad one. But you know what? We did the damage, and we're gonna be good. I mean, I could leave Hector Neris in, but no. We're going to go Shelby Miller. We're going to get that 99 clutch into the game and active with the runner on second. And then we're going to throw a fastball right down the middle. Nice. he was good last year, but you don't know how he's been this year. I'm pretty sure he was off to a good start, and then he got hurt. Then he came back, and I don't know how he's been doing since he came back.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was pretty obviously not where I wanted that. We're going to put this one where I want it, though, and it's still not going to work. Okay. All right, that was good. Even with the yellow, that was pretty much right where I wanted it.
And now the center fielder just missed. One out and a runner at second. We are in the
Oh my God, Miller, buddy. You can't be doing this. The second I just barely missed with the yellow, you can't just leave it right down the middle.
And it's 2-1.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
There we go, big punch out. That was the guy that had the big swing last time to tie it. Didn't want to let him do it again. That's why you like my Brewers March to October, to see Yelly doing good again. I guess that was a good part of it. I don't know, though. I personally wasn't the biggest fan of that March to October. But again, when I talk about it, it's more about the non, like, actual gameplay aspect and more about, like, me making it. For some reason, I just wasn't super into that one, and I was really bad on staying consistent with it, and it took way too much, or way longer than it should have. But I'm glad somebody enjoyed it. And there we go. Another win rattled off. It was looking dicey there for a bit. Definitely was. And yeah, that would have been bad. If we did lose it, that would have been a lot of negative momentum. So oh wow, that was new. I just saw, Victor, your newest chat came up on the display before it came up for me on the chat. Hopefully things aren't like breaking down around me on the stream. Oh, but I didn't even read it. Yelly was cooking when healthy. He had the highest OPS on the team. Okay. He is back though now, right? I thought he was back. All right, we're going to have to check on where the Phillies are at after this one. It always throws me off when the logos switch back and forth between the City Connect logos. But we have another pitcher player lock here, another no-hitter chance. Forgive me for not getting super excited about these because, at least earlier today, it did not go well, and it was kind of frustrating. Hilarious how the game rewards blowing the save with the extra innings momentum bonus. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. And in reverse, it punishes you for coming back and losing via a walk-off or something. I mean, it kind of makes sense if you think of it in terms of momentum. Like in real life, a team walking off a win, that would be like something you'd be like, oh, this team's gaining momentum. But I feel like the way that the mechanics work of this game, to give you credit for that in certain situations, just like doesn't always make the most sense. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get into this one with Jordan Wicks here, because I guess one thing that is different about this no-hitter opportunity is we have a big 10-run lead here. We also have a walk on the board already. It's not a perfect game. So I can throw like nothing but junk pitches, and it doesn't matter if I walk them a bunch, doesn't matter if I give up a bunch of runs because I'm walking them, because we have a big lead and we don't care about walks. So that's kind of the strategy here. It might be frustrating. It might be frustrating to watch, but I am going to try and at least not give him much to hit today. We're going to be seeing a lot of that, and we're going to need a lot of chases. Here we go. Help me out, Noda. Okay, he's not going to help me out. This guy does have a pretty good eye, though. He was like the league leader in walks in real life, I think, just out of nowhere. Like, who's pitching around Ryan Noda that much in real life for him to lead the league in walks?
It's been part of his career since day one.
Okay. We're going to need some people to chase, though. Uh-oh. I shouldn't be letting myself get this frustrated because I know the strategy and I know what that means. I know it's going to be a lot of takes and a lot of walks, but, like, it is frustrating. Okay, I missed in the zone, but it's fine. Okay. I thought that was going to be a hit, but we're good. And we got the lead runner.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shelby and Chris Singleton, and now Zach Geloff. Slider flips.
Missed again, but they keep taking it in the zone, so that's good by me. Well, he didn't take that one, but that's just going to be a double play. We made it through an inning. We actually did that. Only 2 to go. I don't know. Have I even made it through an inning in a no-hitter on this Cubs March to October? I know we had at least 1 or 2 before today's episode, and I can't quite remember how they went. I mean, I know we didn't get it, but I don't remember how far I got into it. See, I feel like I could probably get away once I'm in like a, well, I was going to say once I'm in like a 2-0 count or something with throwing a fastball, but he was ready to pull the trigger.
In danger of losing a no-hitter here. That one finds the zone.
Why did he say that? I don't know if you guys could hear, but the commentator just said in danger of losing the no-hitter here when it was a 3-0 count. Like, why? Why was I any more in danger on that pitch than the others? You've blown every no-hitter perfect game you've had in 24. It's a curse. Did I get one in the White Sox? I can't remember now. I feel like I did. I just don't remember with who. The last one you remember doing was randomly stumbling into one on opening day with Shohei. This is not the kind of pitch I want to be throwing. All right. Nothing but junk here, man. Okay, or leave it in the zone, sure. You haven't gotten one either this year? See, now I can't remember if I did in the White Sox one. I mean, sometimes you guys remember my stuff better than I do. So maybe one of you would remember, but I can't remember. Okay, we finally got a chase. Can we get one more, though? We need one more. Dude, look at Dansby Swanson. I don't care that there was a throwing error made because it's an error. We can spare errors, just like we can spare walks. Dansby just saved it. Not too many times does our defense actually save the no-hitter. Usually the defense blows it for us, but Dansby wants it. For some reason, though, I thought we had 2 outs, but we still only have the 1. Again, though, it doesn't matter if we give up a run. I keep needing to remind myself that I can give up walks, I can give up runs. We're here for one purpose, and that purpose is to try and throw a no-hitter. That's fine. It's going to be frustrating. Okay, that could be another double play. Nice. I mean, I'm giving up a lot more contact than I would want to, but so far it's working out. We just have 1 inning to go. 1 more inning. I don't remember who's coming up to the plate, though. I don't know who's due up for them. I don't know if it's the top of the order. Okay, it's 8-9-1.
Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get. And that gets the inside.
And you know what I just realized was I think after the last game I said we have to check on the Phillies, and then I forgot to do that because I was distracted by the no-hitter. We have a 13-run lead now. Okay, even more cushion. I don't know. If we can pull this off, though, I don't know how much we'd have to worry about the Phillies because we would get 8 momentum fireballs. There we go. 1 more of those. Chase for me again, Diaz. Okay, we got to throw that out of the zone, Wicks.
2-2 now. In there,
Oh, that was fair.
and the bid for history.
Of course. I missed my spot too many times there, and it kept ending up in the zone. Like, not one time I think did it miss further out of the zone. I think every time I got a yellow, it was ending up in the zone. Just unfortunate. Another one failed. We can't seem to do it.
Diaz.
Need the complete game shutout now, but I mean, like, yeah, but also I don't know if that does anything.
And the count 1-1.
I think we would still just end up with a 1+.
Inside just missed.
I'd like to see the somewhere in between. Like, if you give up one hit, but you still get the complete game shutout, you know, win the game and all that sort of stuff, you should at least get 2. But normally it goes straight from the full 3 down to the 1.
2-2 upcoming.
Oh, Jeff's back. Finish mowing the lawn.
At the belt and fires.
That's going to drop in too, isn't it? No, it's not. All right.
Snags it on the run.
What kind of hardware are we working with? You got a push mower, you got a ride lawn mower, a little bit of power that, you know, you press it down a bit and it takes you.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Man at first, one away. The next offering misses. And 1-1.
I remember I tried to play lawn mowing simulator a little bit last year. I thought it'd be fun. And then I think I mowed one lawn and it was like, all right, we don't really need to play this.
On a second to get one.
All right. Either way, somebody was getting there in time, and players phase through each other, so there's no harm. So yeah, I mean, we get the one hit, complete game shutout, and it is just the 1+. At least we get a second fireball of momentum. You were addicted to it for like 2 months? Man, I thought I was going to be into it. Like, I kind of like mowing lawns in real life, and I feel like the game was satisfying. I don't know. I was mowing one lawn. It took like a half an hour, and I was like, I'm not really into this. Very old Cub Cadet ride mower. Nice. I don't have myself a riding lawn mower. Our lawn isn't really big enough. But I got me one of those push mowers that has the motor in it, that you just like push it down and it propels it, so it makes it a little easier. Oh, okay. I was going to say, we're on a nice winning streak here. We do face the Phillies. Are we just simming to the end? We just sim to the end. I really hope that we that we finished ahead of the Phillies. I was not expecting to sim all the way to the end of the season there, but I guess we did it. Well, yeah, Toxic. I mean, it's just over now. Check on the Phillies, make them my starter if I haven't already. Season's done. A 104 win Central team. You got that right. We got a 5-star blistering second half, plus 13 on our expected wins. Let's see where this ended up here. We're facing the Phillies. I don't know what that means. It says best of 5, so we're in. We finished with the 2 seed. Yeah, we beat the Phillies by 6 games. This is not going to be an easy matchup though in round 1. I'm still kind of taken aback. I did not think the season was going to be over yet there. I didn't think we were at the point where it would sim to the end. But fair enough. So what do we have then? It's us, the Dodgers, the 1 and 2 seeds. You got the Phillies. You've got the Cardinals. I saw AZ, thought Arizona Cardinals. St. Louis Cardinals are in it. Diamondbacks are in it. I guess the Cardinals are already out, so I don't know what I'm saying. Rays, Yankees, Mariners, and Rangers on the other side still alive. Astros and Twins booted out already. So, all right. Should be a tough matchup in the first round, but that's going to be it for today. We're going to be saving that for the next time out. I don't exactly know how it's going to work. I'll probably at least play the whole series against the Phillies in the next stream, but I just don't really know, like, how long that'll take. We could get through the whole series in like an hour, and I don't know. I feel like we kind of have to fill the stream with other things, or maybe I stream until we hit a certain time, and then, you know, if we're partway through the NLCS, we're partway through, and then we can just pick up there next time. I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it. I'm a little disappointed. I was kind of set to go for 3 hours, and it's only been 2:45, but there's really nothing else to do. So I'm ready to get off. I'm starting to get hungry. So, but yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I always enjoy streaming, and like I say every time, I need to get more and more on track with doing it more often. So hopefully this time that'll be the case. Again, if you just showed up, maybe you missed some other parts of the stream. I don't know. But it'll be going up on the second channel, the new channel, the stream channel. Eventually. I don't know when. I'm trying to keep up with it so we don't fall too far behind where we're at on stream. So, yeah, that's about all I've got for you guys. So, thanks for hanging out again, and I will see you the next time I stream, whenever that may be. Oh, and Victor says it appears in the playlist too. Thanks for checking on that, because I would have forgotten. But yeah, see you later, guys.